Well, here we are, the last Country Cup for around about 3 months. It's the Shepparton Cup at Group 2 level. I'm joined by Simone Fisher to once again preview the race. And Simone, 8 terrific sprinters going head to head.
Certainly are, James. A Group 2 race worth $45,000 to the winner to be run over the 450 metres. We've got 8 terrific sprinters lining up.
We do indeed. Race to be held on Sunday night. And Simone, Azza, we expect him to be one of the favourites. And I believe you've got a segment today called The Last Bark.
I have, James. I caught up with one of the trainers. We'll hear a little bit more about their chances later.
Well, there you go. Stay tuned for the inside info. Let's get straight now to TAB HQ, over to Nick Quinn for the box draw on what's going to be a cracking Shepparton Cup.
A TAB market update.
Thanks very much, James. It should be a cracking night on Sunday night. I'm with Ali Wicks here. We're going to have a look at the box draw, and Ali, I believe one viewer is going to get the chance to win a $50 TAB voucher.
That's right. They've just got a hashtag GRV Shepparton Cup, so that'll be good.
Beautiful. At the end of the box draw, we'll find out all the details on that. Now let's have a look at the box draw, because Azza certainly gets his chance here at Group 2 level after drawing ideally in box number 1 and is the joint favourite at $2.25.
That's right. In box 2, Tigalong Amigo.
Ronway Spirit has attracted early each way support on the third line of betting. Drawn nicely in box number 3.
Box 4, Midnight Flynn.
Yes, box 5, we have Cisco Rage.
And box 6, the ultra-consistent Dinah Villa, who is a joint favourite at $2.25.
Alan Malik has drawn wide, box number 7.
Box 8, Armed and Ready.
And Star Chaser Luke Navelk, the first reserve, so it'll be interesting to see if he can get into the field. But Ali, how do I win that TAB voucher?
So to win the $50 TAB voucher, all you have to do is Facebook or tweet GRV Shepparton Cup and the exacta.
Very easy to get involved, so why not have a go? I'll be sticking with the obvious, the 1 to beat the 6. That's Azza to beat Dinah Villa. But to check out all the fixed odds markets, you can jump online and go to tab.com.au.
Okay, thanks guys. Well, there we have it, Simone. The joint favourites, Dinah Villa and Azza. Let's get straight into it. Let's take a look at the replay of Azza from box number 3 in the heat.
Showed that brilliant early pace, James, that he can show, but he can be a little bit of a risk early as well, and I guess that's a concern. But the time he ran, he just drew away from Luca Navelk, didn't he? And you wouldn't have expected that. That's
exactly right. As we see at this point of the race, he's got Luca Navelk by 2.5, but Luca's starting to close on him. But Azza, he showed a different strength to his racing pattern in the way that just this part here, he really accelerated away and he put Luca Navelk away so impressively, Simone. It was a very, very dominant win and he looked superbly impressive. And that's why $2.25 fixed odds favourite at the moment, James. And speaking to Wayne Vassallo this morning, and with the last bark?
Yeah, with the last bark, and he's obviously very happy with the red box, but he said the dog does need to use it. He can be quite a highly strung dog, a little bit over the top, but super keen. So he's hoping that he settles enough going to the boxes and he does the right thing at box rise. He was a very talented chaser early in his career, showed a lot of promise, but before the Melbourne Cup Series he tore a hock, or strained a hock I should say, and it put him out, and so Wayne's had a little bit of time to try and get him back right, and he said the injury is absolutely not showing any signs of worrying the dog at this point in his career. He just hopes going into this race that he can do the same as what he did in the heat, and if he does that, I'm sure we'll see the winner. Yeah, I think you're exactly right. The other of the big fancies, as we saw from TAB HQ, is Dinah Villa. Now, as we see in this replay here, Simone, jumping from the centre pin, box number 6, he showed terrific early pace, and we'll pause the frame here. He's out in front leading by around about 2 to 3 lengths. Now, Cisco Rage is the red in this race. I thought his run was very impressive. And here we are now, Simone, at the top of the home straight. It's Dinah Villa clear by well over 3 lengths, but I like the closing section of Cisco Rage. I thought he was very impressive finishing hard. He really was, and I don't know whether Dinah Villa was a fraction disappointing. He was 4 lengths behind Azza in the overall time, which for him you would expect when he was leading so clearly that he would have been running around the 24.90s as well. He's done a lot of travelling, won the recent Paws of Thunder in New South Wales. Maybe he's a fraction flat. He might just bounce back on Cup night and blow us all away. But I think, he's short. 2.25 each of 2 is very short, and I think it's quite obvious who we're leaning towards, Simone. Yeah, it certainly is, James. I'm going 1 to beat 8 Armed and Ready, 6 Dinah Villa, and 3 Ronway Spirit, who was the recent Warragul Cup winner and very impressive on that night. It was his first start on the track, so he may just improve it a little bit as well in this field. So 1863. How about you?
Simone, I'm going with 1 as well. I think Azza very hard to beat from 5, 6 and 8. 1 on top to beat 5 Cisco Rage. Terrific place bet. I think there's going to be a lot of speed. He'll drop behind them and he'll finish like he did in the heat. Very, very good place bet. Then number 6, which will wind up right there as well, Dinah Villa. I think he's the professional race dog, but there's no doubting, in my opinion, that he was a touch underdone or a touch disappointing in the run last week. Might have been that travelling. And then number 8, Armed and Ready. Well, it's very, very hard to put a line through a DMAC runner in a big race.
It is, and he's also got Tigalong Amigo from box 2 in the final. Number 4, Midnight Flynn, perhaps better drawn off the track.
Runs through the Group 1 series at the Meadows were quite good early in the year, though. And number 3, Ron Ray Spirit, we touched on, Simone, has had the 5 wins in a row beside its name. Winner of the Warragul Cup in terrific form.
Yes, and also number 7, Alan Malik, who is double figure odds, but a great field assembled.
It is indeed, and don't forget the GRV competition as well. It's hashtag GRV Shepparton Cup with the Exacta. That wraps up the preview now for the Group 2 Shepparton Cup. Make sure you head there Sunday night. Terrific support card and a terrific Group 2 Shepparton Cup.